Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So before we jump in, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your continued support. I feel like even when I have these random dry spells, you guys are really good about checking in and commenting, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoy videos like this and bullet journaling, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, you can definitely do that below. Let's go ahead and jump in. Now, this video I'm pretty excited about because I will be sharing my 2018 financial spread collection with you guys. I have not done one of these in a long time, especially in my bullet journal, so I figured why not incorporate it in this one. So you guys can see here that my layout is pretty basic, but I'll be tracking things like my debt and debt to income ratio, my savings that I've been keeping up with in investments, and then also my credit cards. I've only expanded this over 2 pages, and as it grows, I will add on to it. So I really hope this is helpful to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. So this is where the time lapse begins. are all done. Now, normally I would do my voiceover during the time lapse, but because this is a pretty in-depth layout, I wanted to go over it in real time. So at the top here, you guys can see that I have all of my bills, or basically debts, listed out. And these are things that are reoccurring that I have to pay every month. So you'll see here under the J for January, I'm going to go ahead and add dots for these bills because obviously they are paid, or I would not have lights and internet and all these things to share with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and fill those in. Now, because I obviously live with my fiance and we share debt, we share income, some of these dots you'll see that I skipped because I'm pretty sure that he has paid it, but I want to go back and confirm with him before I add it into this chart. The main purpose for this chart is just to ensure that I'm staying on time with all of my bills. And it's less of a thing of like I don't have money to pay my bills and more of a situation where I'm just extremely forgetful and I procrastinate. And so I'm trying to be better about, setting up things like auto pay and just being very diligent about paying these things in advance. My savings area is pretty blank right now, but I'll be adding on more to it and also adding some type of investment column because I do have minor investments that I want to keep up with. And then in the back here is the largest module because it's covering credit cards and credit card debt. I don't know anyone who doesn't have credit card debt of some sort. And if you don't, kudos to you, but I do. And so even though I won't be going into extreme detail of all of my credit card debt, I do want to share an example with you guys. So what I've done here is made corresponding colors for each credit card. And so I'm going to take my blue Tombow pen and I'm going to find out how much debt I have on this credit card. And I'm going to place a dot right in the January field to show how much my debt was in January. And then for February, unfortunately, that amount went up a small bit because I ran into an emergency and I had to use a little bit of money on that card. But it's okay because I ended up paying that down. And so you'll see that reflected in March. So I'm going to do a line here to connect my two dots. You guys get it. You've seen line graphs before. And then down here in this area, I'm going to be sure to fill in the dollar amount. And so rather than just going with what my graph is showing, which is a bit less specific, I'm going to make sure that I write those numbers in here. And so all that says is you had this amount of debt and you either increased it by using that credit card or you lowered it by making a payment. So to me, this setup is very simple, but it's effective. And I can totally see myself being able to keep up with this. Now, like I said, I won't be sharing all of my debts because I'm sorry, the internet can be really nasty. And I don't want people judging me for my debt. I think it's personal information that I'm just going to keep personal. But maybe when we get further through the year, I will reflect back and share this with you guys. But for right now, this is the only debt that I'm going to share with you. And then as I fill up all the rest, we'll have a really pretty line graph going on here. And hopefully all of those numbers are declining towards the end of the year and going to zero. So I hope that layout made sense to you guys and that this ends up being helpful for you as well. Your layout does not have to be exactly like mine, but I hope that you were able to gain inspiration from it. At some point tonight, I'm going to go in and fill in all the rest of my credit cards. And this layout has actually made me excited about paying these down and keeping up with them. So yay to new goals. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, leave all your comments below and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Smile for me. Lately I've been so lonely and smile.